So in the circuit, we have resistors R1 with a value of 2 ohms, R2 4 ohms, and R3 1 ohm. We also have two batteries, 8 volts and 24 volts. So the first step in solving this circuit using mesh analysis is to draw the mesh currents in the clockwise direction. So let's call this mesh A and the current IA. And then the second one is mesh B or loop B and the current IB. Okay. And then we will have a convention. So this will be negative and positive. And then for the resistors, the current enters the positive terminal and leaves the negative terminal. So this one will be positive and this one will be negative. And then this one will be positive because the current goes in this direction, and this one will be negative. And then this is the battery, this is the positive terminal and negative. So for resistor R2, there are two currents flowing through resistance R2. One is IA, which is going in this direction, and then one is IB, which is going in this direction. So R2 will then have two sign conventions, one with respect to IA and one with respect to IP. So the sign convention of R2 with respect to IA is this one will be positive, positive, and negative. But with respect to IB, this is positive and this is negative because the current enters the positive terminal and leaves the negative terminal. So after that, we're going to write the KVL equations for each loop. So for loop 1, for mesh A, so the KVL states that the sum of the voltage rises and the voltage drops in a loop is equal to 0. So 8. And then for the resistors, since the current enters the positive and leaves the negative, so from positive to negative, it's a drop. So minus R1 times the current through R1, which is IA. And then minus R2 times the current through R2, which is I1 minus IB. IA minus IB rather. IA minus IB is equal to 0. So 8 minus R1 is 2 ohms times IA minus R2 is 4 ohms times IA minus IB equals 0. So distributing 4, 8 minus 2 IA minus 4 IA plus 4 IB equals 0. And then combine like terms, 8 minus IA here and IA there, so 6 IA plus 4 IB equals 0. So this will be our equation A. Let's say equation A. And then we're going to do the same for this loop IB. So we're going to write the KVL equation for the loop B. So negative 24 because the current direction is from positive to negative. So negative 24 and then plus or minus rather because it's a voltage drop minus R2, which is 4 ohms, 4 times the current through R2 with respect to IB is IB minus IA. So IB minus IA. And then minus R3, which is 1 ohm times times the current through R3, which is IB. So minus IB equals 0. So negative 24 minus 4 IB plus 4 IA minus IB equals 0. Simplifying this will become negative 24 minus or plus 4 IA minus 5 IB equals 0. So we now have two equations. This one will be equation B. So what we have to do now is to solve these two equations. So this will become 8 minus 6A IA plus 4 IB equals 0. And then negative 24 plus 4 IA minus 5 IB equals 0. So we have simultaneous equations. Two equations, two unknowns. So we can multiply both sides of this equation by 4 to eliminate IA. Multiply both sides of the equation by 4. And then the second one, multiply both sides of the equation by 6. So this will become 4 times 8 is 32 minus 24 IA plus 16 IB equals 0. And for the second equation, this will become negative 144 plus 24 IA minus 30 IB equals 0. So we can eliminate this. So this will become negative 112 minus 14 IB equals 0. So transposing IB to the other side, 14 IB equals negative 112. So therefore IB will be negative 8 amperes. So negative 8 meaning the actual direction is the opposite. So since we assume that the currents are in a clockwise direction, since we get negative 8 there, that means the current is actually in this direction. Okay. So now we have now the current IB. We're going to substitute the current IB to equation A. So substituting the current IB to equation A, so 8 minus 6 IA plus 4 times negative 8 equals 0. So 8 minus 6 IA minus 32 equals 0. So negative 24 minus 6 IA equals 0. So IA therefore, so 6 here will be negative 24 divided by 6. So therefore, IA will be negative 4 amperes. So just like the current IB, IA is also negative. Okay. So next, we're going to get the currents for each of the resistors. So therefore, if we're going to find the currents through each resistor, the current through R1, let's say I R1, will be equal to current IA in the opposite direction. So current IA is negative 8 in the clockwise direction, or 8 amperes in the counterclockwise direction. So 8 amperes. So that's the only current flowing through R1. For the current flowing through R2, let's say I R2. So if we redraw R2 here, R2. So we have the current IB downward, and then we have the current IA upward. So IR2 will be IA minus IB. So let's put the direction here. So this one, IR1 is 8 amperes downward. And then IR2 is equal to 8 minus 4. So equals 4 amperes upwards. So it's actually going there. So IR2. And then finally, IR3 is equal to current IB flowing upwards, which is 4 amperes. Okay, so if we write the currents here, this is IR1, then IR2, IR2, and then IR3. IR3. Okay, so if we want to check, so this is upwards as well. So if you want to check the currents, if we got all the currents right, if we apply KCL at this node, the sum of these two currents going to that node will be equal to the current going out of that node. So this is IR2 is 4, IR3 is 4, so that's 8. That's equal to IR1, which is also 8 amperes.